Now, I want to read out from WikiLeaks, and this goes to Khusboo. Ms. Khusboo, this is what WikiLeaks said. This is not Arnab saying it, this is not Times Now saying it. WikiLeaks says, after long relying on political muscle to enforce his will in Madurai, Aragiri has added money to his arsenal and is using it to a degree previously unseen in Tamil Nadu. Aragiri's approach debuted in the January Assembly by-election for Tirumangalam near Madurai, which he managed for the DMK. And apparently, M. Putturajan, the former mayor of Madurai and a confidant of Aragiri, said, "It is no secret at all." Here's the quote. This is WikiLeaks, not Times Now. "It is no secret at all. Aragiri paid 5,000 rupees, approximately $100 per voter in Tirumangalam. S. Kannan, a mid-level Congress party official in Madurai, told us the 5,000 rupees per voter in Tirumangalam changed everything." These are documented facts, these are reports, these are cables doing the rounds, Ms. Khusboo. Can you continue to be in a state of denial tonight? Because the scrutiny is there.
Absolutely.
Can you be in a state of denial on this? You're saying you can?
I will continue the state of denial. It's not the state of denial, it's the fact. We don't need to pay. I repeat again, we don't need to pay. It's just that we have been talking about what the DMK government has achieved, but the opposition is only talking about allegations. I defy and I tell the AIADMK to tell me what is it that they had achieved or have done for the people of Tamil Nadu from 2001 to 2006. What is it that they have achieved? Today we very proudly say that we have brought in so many multinational companies, we have given so many jobs, we have waived off 7,000 crores of loan which the farmers had on them, we have provided so much to the people of Tamil Nadu. I am saying, please tell the AIADMK people to tell us what did they achieve for the betterment of Tamil Nadu people in 2001 to 2006.
No, but is development the debate at all?
Trying to find problems.
One second. Okay, Mr. Elangovan wants to respond to you. One second. Mr. Elangovan wants to respond.
Something against DMK.
Go ahead, Mr. Elangovan.
I understand it's the elections. You have to speak against us. But please get your facts right. With all due respect to Mr. Maitreyan, I would like to ask him, what is it that your government achieved in your time, and what is it that you have done for the people of Tamil Nadu?
Significant contribution. The single most contribution to Tamil Nadu by our regime 2001 to 2006. You know, prior to 2001, when DMK was in power, Tamil Nadu was driven to literal bankruptcy. To get the state out of the financial bankruptcy and put it on the rails, it took 3 years for madam. Prior to that, 11 crore rupees per day interest the state was paying. We got the finance back on the trail. On the top of that, we had to do all these things. When we had a tsunami, when we had 9 flood effects in the 5th year of our rule.
No, but is that the issue? One second.
From the brink of bankruptcy.
Why are both of you avoiding the issue?
That itself speaks volumes for our...
No, but why are both of you? I'm sorry, I must protest. It appears both the DMK and the AIADMK want to conveniently skirt the issue today. We are asking you, you are the main political leaders of Tamil Nadu, and this is what Mr. Elangovan says today about the AIADMK, Dr. Maitreyan. Dr. Elangovan says, Jayalalitha's AIADMK started this trend, maybe he is indicating that they followed it, by giving voters nose rings concealed in laddus. This is the level of the absurdity. This is the level of... This is the level of charge, counter-charge we are hearing.
The level of corruption, the level of corruption, the money distribution done by DMK, you yourself have now quoted. The WikiLeaks is against them, the Chief Election Commission of India is against them, the Chief Electoral Officer of Tamil Nadu has gone on record. I mean, what more proofs the DMK wants to show that they have distributed money?
Well, I mean, the only point of concern anyone across India will have is, here are two parties in Tamil Nadu. Maybe they have come to a conclusion that corruption is not a political issue. Maybe they've realized corruption is not a political issue.
It is very much a political issue. That is why we have been fighting on that. It is very much a political issue.
Mr. Swamy, is corruption a political issue in Tamil Nadu today or taken as a reality of life?
Oh yes, it's a very big issue. The question is how much of that would be the ADMK would be a beneficiary. Because on two issues that Maitreyan has raised about the corruption and the family rule, on both ADMK is also people find fault with. They have been corrupt. There's one case going on of for medicines, eye medicines, which were adulterated and people went blind. It's still going on. The Supreme Court recently came down very heavily. And then the Shashikala family also dominates when the AIADMK is in power. So there's not too much to choose, and that's why the results will not be as the differences in the performance of the two parties will not be very large. But who learns what? You say a narrow difference. One can't say,
Mr. Swamy,
how the results will work out in the end.
No, my concern is who learns what. At 10:30 this morning, we see pictures of Raja making a court appearance. A few days back, Raja's brother Kalya Perumal is caught distributing cash to the voters. Ms. Khusboo, I want an answer from you tonight. You cannot say it's just a coincidence. On April 11th, there was the cash distribution among people of the lower economic strata from Kolathur, where MK Stalin is contesting. I want an answer tonight from you, Ms. Khusboo. On each of these incidents, at least 80% of these incidents, there's a DMK stamp on it. Do you genuinely believe?
It's not DMK's.
No, do you genuinely, there's a GMK link to it? There is a DMK leader involved?
No,
there's a DMK name to it? Therefore,
we are talking about corruption, and Mr. Maitreyan, it was very nice of him to accept it, that it started from AIADMK. Without his knowledge, he did accept that the corruption has started from AIADMK. So it starts from there, and we are not following it up. We are trying to we are trying to curb the corruption which started in the government of the AIADMK. We are not here. The AIADMK has proved to be paying the voters to win the votes. Even this election, AIADMK has tried their best to gain the votes by false allegations. We have literally found people giving away the pamphlet at the election booth along with the papers saying that please vote for AIADMK, and they all were AIADMK workers. They cannot deny that. Again, I say we don't need to pay. The coming elections on May 13, the results are going to be very clearly showing which government the people of Tamil Nadu want to come back to power. It's not about money. I think the people of Tamil Nadu are intelligent enough not to get carried away by money. And today we have already seen on television where
Manisha,
the residents who have received money, let me finish, people who have received money, they have given it back. They have given it back.
That should be the lesson.
It was DMK.
But that should be the lesson.
If it was...
That should be the lesson
for the DMK,
for those who offer the money in the first place.
No. Pardon?
That should be, I was saying, Khusboo, a lesson for those who offered the money in the first place. But clearly it's not.
Absolutely. It's
because the going rate in rural areas is 200 to 500 per vote. In urban areas is up to 1,000 rupees per vote.
Arnab, we don't need to pay. That's what I'm saying. We don't need to pay the people of Tamil Nadu to win their votes.
Then who are
we
these?
Don't need to. We are going to come back to power.
Then why are there 278 arrests in Madurai alone? 160 arrests and 278 cases in Madurai alone. Is this all being conjured up by the media?
Yes. Madurai does not belong to Mr. Arigiri. Madurai belongs to a part of Tamil Nadu. You also have AIADMK people living in Madurai. You also have AIADMK people contesting in Madurai. You also have AIADMK people working against the current government in Madurai.
So is it AIADMK people also who are using government vehicles and even ambulances to disguise, to carry cash so that they don't get caught?
AIADMK people are the only people who are scared, who are very clear that they are going to lose the vote. It's for them, it's do or die situation at the moment. They have to win the vote by hook or by crook. Okay. So they have been trying all kinds of tricks to win the vote, but I would like to tell them it's going to be a hard luck. Nothing of that sort is going to be happening. We are going to come back to power by just gaining the confidence of people of Tamil Nadu.
We just have Nirmala Seetharaman who just came in right now. And therefore, Nirmala, probably you've heard the debate. You're coming in right at the very end. You've heard the point made tonight by Khusboo. We are discussing here the brazen and open attempts to bribe the Tamil Nadu voter. Do you accept this defense?
You asking me?
Yes.
Sorry,
Nirmala,
could you repeat the question again? I can't hear you.
Nirmala, my question is this. You heard Khusboo say, putting out there an open defense. Khusboo says, you cannot ask us questions. There is no proof. to say that the DMK is involved in any form of inducement to the voter. On the ground, the picture appears to be different. What's your response tonight to Khusboo?
Oh, absolutely. We were in the campaign, and I can tell you very clearly the ground reality is people are desperate for a change. And there is no doubt that money has been flowing like water in Tamil Nadu. And the DMK has been unabashedly distributing cash. Many cases have gone to the Election Commission. Otherwise, there was no need for even the Chief Minister to comment that he was, he declared, in fact, he said it's like an undeclared emergency. The Election Commission is being so firm on many of these issues, on malpractices, on controlling money distribution. In spite of that, we still feel that there has been a lot of money distributed. Very clearly, Tamil Nadu voters are being treated without dignity. This kind of freebie distribution is atrocious. But this time we saw it all. We've seen it before in Tamil Nadu, but this time it was unbelievably, even by Tamil Nadu standards, beyond anyone's assumption.
So you're saying that
money distribution has been outrageous. So and we had figures. In fact, I was there one of those days when I remember Sushma ji, who's in charge of our BJP campaign, had come from Kerala to campaign in Tamil Nadu. That very morning, there was news that on the top of a bus, 5 crores, all in a gunny bag, were caught up. There has never been a let up in distribution of money, and I'm sure Khusboo, being a very famous actress and also who's seen both sides of the parties, should know that this is happening.
So
no,
one second,
Nirmala.
DMK on this. 1 second, Nirmala. So you're saying, and I'm hearing you say today that you have suddenly discovered this side of the DMK, that you never realized this never happened in all the years that you were in alliance with the DMK. This is a newfound habit that the DMK has now got after becoming a UPA ally. Because, you know, people will really ask what the role of national parties is. You cannot complain after being party to it over a long period of time.
Now that you've mentioned...
Yes.
Arnab, I'm glad you're going into so great a description about our alliance partner now, alliance partner earlier.
Yeah.
In Tamil Nadu, money distribution has happened before. It is happening now. We as a national party, with whoever we've been in alliance, did not believe in distributing freebies, and we do not do it.
Okay.
If anybody else has done it, it's not as if it's new. I'm not trying to say DMK didn't do it when they were with us, or they did it when they were with somebody else. But today's situation is what I'm talking about. You referred to the comment made by Khusboo, and therefore I'm responding to that. It's not as if you can immediately put back to me an argument to say, didn't you know about DMK distributing money earlier?
No.
Tamil Nadu has seen money distribution. Why that? For that matter, even in Andhra Pradesh, I see money distribution.
But
the fact remains that we are talking about today's election, where money has been, in spite of a firm election commission which is sitting there to make sure election is held in all fairness.
But I'm still going to ask.
You see money being rampantly distributed.
But
so the comment is on that. And I wish you don't put more words into my mouth.
No, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. But it is interesting to see how you are completely concerned about what the DMK is doing. I never heard you say anything about the DMK's involvement in anything in the many years that you had a wonderful relationship with them, both at the state and the centre. Only question tonight, and I put this at the end to the viewers on the Newshour. What is the role of national parties in all of this? Have both the Congress and the BJP, both these parties, remained mute spectators in all of this political corruption going on? And if that is the case, then does any of these parties have a right to question Anna Hazare when he says there is a going rate for the voter that parties are offering? We want to know where you stand on that.